My name is Joyce Waceke Ndegwa. I'm the CEO of Mentor SACCO. The SACCO has been accepted courtesy of our members because our members have been our ambassadors. They have really marketed us. In Mentor SACCO, we believe in not only looking at what is good for the institution, but our members are always our first priority. I'm the CEO of Mentor SACCO, and I'm happy to be here with you. Mentor SACCO is a teacher-based SACCO that was formed in the year 1977 by around 546 teachers, actually primary school teachers in the then Murang'a district that time. The SACCO has evolved over time. Originally, the primary teachers were the members of the SACCO until around 2009, when the board then found it prudent to accommodate members from various departments of the government, especially the Ministry of Education, that related very well with the teaching fraternity. So from 2009, government departments and ministry members were started being accommodated as members of the SACCO. By then, the SACCO's name was Murang'a Teachers SACCO, all the way to around 2011, when now the need for the SACCO to expand its boundaries beyond Murang'a County, and also the need to also serve members who are not necessarily teachers. And so by then, the name Murang'a Teachers brought a challenge, and it looked restrictive in terms of being accepted by people from various categories of membership that were interested in becoming members of the SACCO, and also in the interest of the SACCO to diversify from Murang'a County. So in 2011, the SACCO rebranded from Murang'a Teachers SACCO to Mentor SACCO. So then from that time, the SACCO started accommodating members from any form of business, whether formal, whether employed. So all the way to now. And then also we started now going beyond Murang'a County. And so currently we have 6 branches. We have 2 branches outside Murang'a. We have one in Nairobi, and we have another branch in Kiambu County, actually in Kiambu Town. Then in Murang'a County, we have the head office here in Murang'a. We have a branch at Keno, Thika, and Ithanga, making a total of 6 branches. And then we have other small offices that we refer to as satellite, just to give our, or to share our presence with our members, especially the founder members of Murang'a. So all the satellites are located within the sub-counties of Murang'a, although not all of them. So we have one in Kahuro, Kangema, Kireaine, Kangari, and Kandara, making a total of 5 satellites. These are points that the SACCO uses to reach to their members, especially for inquiries, just general inquiries, delivering documents that they need to deliver to the SACCO. And so that is how we have served our members. Currently, our membership is around 55,000. And our membership has grown since that time back in history of 1977, when we were 546 members. And the SACCO has experienced growth, and we are happy and proud. In terms of governance, the SACCO is governed by a board of 9 board members drawn from Murang'a County, around the 9 sub-counties in Murang'a County. So each sub-county has 1 board members. And then for the supervisory board, the 9 electoral areas are merged into 3 areas for purposes of coming up with the supervisory board members. And so we have 3 supervisory members drawn from a third of the regions that are represented, the board members are represented. Okay, I can say the response has been very positive, and members, even the business people, members from outside Murang'a have really accepted Mentor SACCO. The members of Murang'a County also are happy to have the diversity because it has come with growth, and so it is a benefit for all of us, the members and the institution. And as we speak, we have very many members outside Murang'a, not only the diversity of members, even the original members. For example, as we speak today, we have teachers from Kiambu County, we have teachers from Machakos County, we have teachers from Kajiado County. That is where we can say we have drawn many members from the teaching fraternity. Although from data and statistics, every county in this country, we have a member, especially a teacher. We have a teacher in every county in this country, regardless of the distance, regardless of where it is. Yeah, so I can say the SACCO has been accepted, courtesy of our members, because our members have been our ambassadors. They have really marketed us to their relatives, even to their friends, whenever they interact with them. And this has really helped in the growth of the institution. I think there's a good bond between the SACCO and its members, so that our members are our advocates out there. So for us to achieve this, it is because we make sure that our members are well empowered with all the relevant information that they should have, so that they can be able now to be the brand ambassadors, if I would call them, because we owe a lot to them. Because you will find that whenever our member interacts with people that are not maybe members of the SACCO, they have to tell them the advantages of becoming members, and they cannot be able to do this without information from the SACCO. So we conduct members' education days every year within Murang'a and outside Murang'a. In some of the electoral areas in Murang'a County, we in fact conduct even two in one electoral area, so that we can be able to reach out, because some sub-counties have more members than others. So we ensure that we reach out to the members in the biggest way possible. Then when we go for the education days, we just don't go to we make sure that we take the necessary information to the members. We make sure that we make these forums, the feedback forums, for us to be able to understand our members, to address or to see the gaps that maybe could be there, so that we can address them. And out of these forums, sometimes we come up even with products that are going to suit the members better, based on the feedback that we get from them. So when we are conducting our members' education days, we just don't go and train the members. We make the sessions as interactive as possible, so that we take advantage of getting any information that the members could have, any gaps that they could feel that are there, so that we can be able to address them. And I'm sure this is the major reason why we have been able to achieve this. We have also noticed a lot of patronage from the members, and especially in participating in events. For example, we could talk about the members' education days, because they are the key forums. As we speak, we just concluded the members' education, and we trained more than 14,000 members during the education days, and they physically attended. Then we make sure that we share some of these clips through our social media platforms, through our branches and satellite, so that maybe when members visit, they can see these captions. They can be able to know what we did, even if one did not attend. Maybe even if one attended, maybe there's something they missed out on. Yeah, and so that is how we have conducted this. Then we also make sure that whenever we have activities around the county and even outside, where our members are, we attend them. so that, for example, if we have a farmers activity in Murang'a County, we will go and pitch a tent and participate. And so we are also able to reach out to our members and even to the potential members. Yeah, so that is how we have tried to engage our members and potential members, and that has resulted to also the growth of the membership and generally the growth of the SACCO. This has been embraced very well by our members, and we have seen a lot of change. We have seen a lot of services in terms of, for example, cash services being transacted online through mobile banking, both deposits and withdrawals, and this has become very popular to our members. Now, our plans on the transformation and our current project as we speak now is to have internet banking services, or where we can allow our members, we advance the mobile banking so that our members can also be able to access other services apart from the cash services and maybe the balance inquiries. They can be able to access even other services so that we are able to serve our members remotely without them visiting our branches. And we believe that this is going even to make us even grow further and more, because members will be working with the SACCO in their pockets, because they will be able to apply for loans. We will automate all services. They will be able to, any transactions that they would need to apply for ATM cards, to apply for that mobile banking. In case they have any queries, they can be able to lodge them online, and we will be able to serve them. So currently that is what we are working on, enhancing the mobile banking platform so that we can have a diversity of products on the platform for the convenience of our members. And also it is also a good cost management approach, because it means if we can be able to serve a member in Garissa, then it means we don't have to physically be represented there. And because you see the cost implications that come with physical representation in an area, we believe that this is going to really serve us better, as well as the members. In Mentor SACCO, we believe in not only looking at what is good for the institution, but our members are always our first priority. So even if we know, or we can see the advantages that are going to come to the institution, we also have to make sure that we have more advantages for the convenience of the member. I believe that every attribute of anything that we do to improve the SACCO is as a result of our membership. So any growth, anything that we improve on is courtesy of our members, because without them we cannot be there. And so I would give the priority, or the first remark about improvement is our members. Our members have embraced our products and services. They have uptaken loans. They have brought in deposits. They have brought in new members. We have a loyalty program where we reward our members when they bring in an active member. The condition of the retro royalty, or the retro award that the member gets, is on condition that the account that has been brought is activated. Either there's a salary that is channeled, or if it is a business account, the member is transacting, or there's a deposit, maybe there's share capital, ordinary deposits, something like that. And so once that happens, the member is awarded. And so that has improved our membership, and not only membership, quality membership. Our members have also, based on the conversations that they have with the people that they bring in, we also have that assurance that the members that they are bringing to us are good members. And so that has really helped to keep our portfolio at risk very low, because the people that come to be members of the SACCO are members who are in need, and they believe in the institution because maybe they were introduced by their father or mother or their relative or their friend. And so this has also contributed. Remember, the PAL is a cost to the institution. Based on the regulations, you have to provide for loan loss. The higher the loan loss, the lower the surplus. And so you see, it is an all-round circle thing that our members have really contributed a lot. We also we would be surprised because we don't run drives. In the recent past, we have not had an active marketing drive in search of members. Our marketing department, of course, moves around so that they talk to potential members, but we have not had a campaign, which you could call a campaign, maybe a roadshow or something like that, to call in members. We find even people presenting themselves to become members in our banking halls. And so this humbles us a lot, and I would want to take this opportunity to thank our members for marketing us out there, and also welcome those potential members, those people and those that are not members of a SACCO. Kindly come and feel and taste what we are offering at Mentor SACCO, and you will not regret. Okay, based on the competition, and remember, our members are not living in isolation. They are also prone to knowing whatever is happening in the market. And so we have to keep an eye and make sure that we are very vibrant in monitoring and finding out what maybe our competitors would be offering. As I also said, we listen to the members' feedback so that we know what is it that they feel that if we would do differently, it would address to their needs. So we not necessarily have an MMF program for our members, but we have various saving products that we could say are serving our members well, apart from the ordinary deposits. Remember, the ordinary deposits could be looked at as restrictive in a way, or because even if a member is earning interests on the same, and of course they are the deposits that enable somebody to qualify for a loan, because this is the shares that you base the multiplier on. But you see, somebody could have some money somewhere. Maybe you are waiting for a turnaround in the economy, or you are waiting for something an event to happen so that you can be able to invest your money or to set up a business. Maybe you want to put up a building or something, but there's something that you're waiting for so that you can be able to uptake or to take up that project that you are holding. So in the meantime, you need somewhere where you would place your money, and it is not just lying idle, it will earn you interests. And so I believe this is the reason why we have the MMFs. So in Mentor SACCO, we don't have per se an MMF, but we have various saving products that members can place their monies, and they earn interests on a pro rata basis, of course, because you see, unlike the ordinary deposits, these are monies that our members deposit and they can withdraw within a short notice. But the goodness is that they also get quite attractive interests. The difference between now our products and MMF is that for MMFs, once the amount, if you have pressed the amount for a month or whatever period, you get the interest on withdrawal. But in our products, because we still want to maintain the SACCO model, members are free to deposit and withdraw at any time, but the interest is paid after we conduct our audit, our final year audit, so that we can be able to ascertain what we earned. And then when we are paying our members interest on deposits, the normal interest on deposits after the members give approval, and of course after we have been approved for by the regulator, that is the time that we determine the interest. So when we are determining the interest on deposits, the ordinary deposits that the members hold, that is the time we determine all interests of the savings products that we are holding on behalf of our members. So we don't pay, you can withdraw your savings apart from the ordinary deposits, any other product. We have areas, we have Mazao, we have FOSA, we have Holiday, we have children's accounts. You can withdraw, but the interests, you get the interests after we evaluate the performance of the SACCO at the end of the year, so that we can be able to really give back what we have earned. Okay, I think I would say it is not as bad as it is put out there, because if you listen to views, it is like these people are not embracing SACCOs. But I believe we cannot condemn them and say that they are not embracing SACCOs. We have tried to engage them in a big way, and we have seen a lot of fruits, especially when it comes from the people that they interact with, that are our members, when they explain to them the benefits that they have gotten from the SACCO. Maybe they're interacting with the people that they are in their SACCOs, maybe at work or wherever they are doing their businesses, or even at home with their parents. And so we find that even as we speak, we have very many members that are below 35, because this is what the age group that is considered as youth. So about a third of our members could fall in that category, and that is not a small number. So I think it is relative. It depends on what you are looking at when you say that maybe the youth are not embracing the SACCO. And what I know is that they are very keen on some issues, and I believe that is why we are also becoming more innovative, so that you can be able to serve them, because these are not people that you will wait to come to the banking halls and queue are waiting for services. And so that is why we are looking for solutions that will enable them access services from wherever they are. And this is not only for the young. This transformation is even with the elderly. We have seen some of our pensioners and those people beyond 60 years. They are also good patrons of our mobile banking services. So I believe it is a trend that is coming up in our country, where everybody wants convenience. And so I believe we will even be able to engage the youth even more. We have plans even to have financial forums for example, students in colleges, starting with the ones that we have in Murang'a, so that we can be able to bring in the idea of saving and becoming members of Mentor at a very early age, so that even when somebody is employed or when you go to do your business, you know that there is Mentor SACCO that you can rely on. It's very important that financial literacy is conducted within members, whether they are members or potential members, because these two go hand in hand. When you grant a loan to a member and they don't manage it appropriately, you risk default. Because, for example, if it is a business person, an SME, as you are talking about, you grant them a loan to go and increase their stock, and they divert that money to other projects, then it means the source of the revenue or the money that they will use to repay their loans is not going to be there. And so these people will have a very high chance of defaulting. So the conversation about financial literacy is key and very important, and should be continuous, so that you are able to follow up with these members. You give them the information even before they take the loan. After they take a loan, you walk the journey with them, so that you can continue advising them, continue reminding them, because sometimes money is very exciting. One has very good plans before they take up a loan, but once the money is in their hands, then the story gets different, only for them to realize much later that they did the wrong thing. By the time they realize, they have already diverted or not done per their original idea. So we have seen these cases happening, and so we find it very important to engage our members even as they come to apply for the loans. We try to talk to them, try to see if whatever project that they want to do are things that we can be able to pay up for them. We advise them so that if you, for example, you want to buy a car, if you want to buy a piece of land and we grant you a loan and you have that as your purpose of the loan, then we ask you to forward the agreement so that we can pay the monies on your behalf, just not because they cannot do it, but just for that prudence. And because that is the reason why you are acquiring that loan, then it means there's nothing wrong with us paying the person that you are coming up in agreement with. Then, for example, if it is, for example, for the farmers and business people, we ensure that we encourage them to put the money per what they intended, so that then they can be able to service their accounts and eventually pay up their loans in good time. We also encourage our members to channel all their sources of income through the SACCO, so that we can also be able to understand them and be able to appraise them appropriately when they come to apply for a loan. So that if you are a farmer and you have some rentals, we encourage you to channel your rental income through the SACCO, so that when you want a loan, you will not start telling us, I have this and this account somewhere that receives this amount of money. We would want that money to be channeled through us, so that we can be able to understand you and so that we can be able to walk the journey together better. We can also be able to appraise you better, and we will be able to grant you the monies that you need based on your qualification. In the last 12 months, it's become a bit tricky. We all understand we are not going through a very good economic condition in our country. And so when such times come, you see our members are barely trying to make their ends meet. So that majorly they want to pay school fees for their children, they want to feed their families, they want to do those basic things. Unlike putting in businesses, because you see, as we have seen and heard, majority of the businesses are not doing very well. And so that tells you that those people may not want to get monies that are going to be required to be paid back at a cost when they are not performing very well. So we are trying to encourage them so that they continue doing their bankings through the SACCO, and maybe take short-term loans that are going to be serviced with the little revenue that they are getting. The members who are employed are also going through the same. You see the pay slips have shrunk because of the various items that have come up that were not there previously. Salaries have not improved, and so you expect that even if they are not business people, their income has also gone down. So everyone is sailing in the same ship. But we are hopeful, and we believe as long as people retain their sanity, there's nothing that is permanent. And you know, something cannot just continue being bad forever. We believe that there's going to be a turnaround somewhere, and business is going to get better for the members and even for the institution. For the business, yes, we have had to maybe restructure some loans. For the employed persons, it is giving them short-term loans that are going to fit within their salaries, so that you negotiate with the member, because you also know that you have to leave them with some net take-home at the end of it, or after having deducted all the loans. You have to try and manage the member so that they don't end up paying loans and not able to move on with their basic lives. So you have to balance whatever amounts that you are taking from their pay slips for loan repayment, putting into consideration that they are also left with something to make their month end. Yeah. Mentor SACCO, we count ourselves lucky, but not really lucky. We thank our members because despite these circumstances, our members are really striving to ensure that they pay up their loans in good time. Whenever there is a challenge here and there, we negotiate, and they pay up. or we make plans on how they will maybe clear the areas that they could be having in their accounts. And we have been below 3% for the longest. And so we don't take this for granted. Again, it is because, sometimes it is willingness. Because even if a member is salaried, he or she has the option of diverting the salary to another institution. But we have not seen that happening. It happens, but it doesn't happen often. And so we also have our business people also continuing to channel their business incomes, despite the difficult circumstances that they could be undergoing. They give a priority to loan repayment. Of course, we have difficult ones that we have to follow up and push, but when you negotiate with them, you talk to them, they eventually come back. Okay, in the last 9 years, Mentor SACCO was not a very big SACCO. Actually, it was below 10B. Yes, I believe in around 2017, we were around 6-7 billion in terms of asset base. As we speak today, we are headed to 20. To last year, we closed the year at around 19 billion. And so there has been growth, as you're saying. In terms of membership, we had around 16,500 active members then in 2017, and we are today talking about over 55,000 members. In terms of income, the total income then in 2017, I remember it was around 890 million. Last year, we had a total revenue of around 2.2 billion. And so we have had a good growth. We in fact, even our deposits have grown. As at now, our deposits are around 13 billion. By that time, we had 4.3 billion in terms of deposits. The loan book was around 5.1 billion then. Today, we are talking about over 14 billion, and I believe by the end of the year we shall have grown these figures. We are targeting, God willing, to close this year with a loan book of over 20 billion, and I can see that happening based on the prospects and the financials that we have as at now, although they are not audited. And so we have, by the way, even that time, we also had a loan of around 300 million then. But we cleared that loan within that year. And as at now, since then, we have not borrowed any loan from we have no external borrowing as an institution. So I believe it has been a good growth, of course, because of our members. There's nothing we can do without our members. So the revenue, our highest source of revenue is interest on loans. So you can see our liquidity is advised by the deposits that the members have held with us. So actually everything revolves around membership. I believe why this has been possible is because of offering that listening ear to our members, ensuring that we tailor-make our products to suit their needs, ensuring that they receive what they believe. By the way, our members take Mentor as their homes. They take this as their personal property, so that you will talk to a member and they will not tell you about Mentor SACCO. They will tell you about our SACCO. It is theirs. They own it. And I believe, of course, that does not come just like that. It is possible because of the services that they are getting and the expectations being met. We are in the era of CBC. And so we are talking about expectations. I believe we strive our best to make sure that we meet our members' expectations. And that makes sure that our members really have to think about this SACCO before they think about anything else. And also we strive to live within our slogan. Our slogan is adding value to lives. So every time we are working, wherever, myself, our staff, wherever they are, however junior, however high, everybody strives to add value to the lives of our members, and not only our members, to the lives of the SACCO. So we have to balance all these things. Our priority is our members and the institution. When this is done, we are good to go. Good. So I was born in 1974 in a village in Nyeri County, and that is where I grew up and got education. I went to secondary school in Embu County in a school known as St. Anne's Keriari Girls. Then I went to Kimathi Institute of Technology then, now Dedan Kimathi University. Then it was an institute that was training accountancy and other courses. So that is where I did my accountancy course. And then I got married towards the end of 1995. I got married before I got this job. And so I take my family with a lot of passion. Then I was employed in 1996, around July, in Mentor SACCO as a general clerk, as we said. And so I'm a mother of 4. I'm a mother of 2 boys and 2 girls. The boys are big. They were born at that time, that early time, when I got employed in 1996, 2000 there. So you can see my firstborn is 30 years. My secondborn is 26 years old. And then I have another smaller family of girls that the thirdborn was born in the year 2012. And the lastborn, or maybe the acting one, you never know, was born in the year 2019. So I have 2 families, I could say. I mean, not really 2, but I have a family of 2 big boys and a family of 2 small girls. I'm married to one husband known as Waris Moshiri Gekonyo. And so as you asked about my day, I think it is a well-balanced day. I wake up early in the morning, do the household chores that a woman does in the morning, prepare my children. Personally, I prepare my children to school. It is my responsibility. That is something that I've always said. Even those big ones, when they were small, I made sure, yes, I prepare them in the morning. I make sure I take them to school, even now. It is only that today we are having the holiday, the August holiday. So now come next week, by 6:30, my thirdborn daughter is already in school, taken by their mother. And then, I go back home, we blah. Before I come to work, I take the lastborn. She is in grade 1. I take her also to school. The thirdborn is in grade 8. Of course, the others are big boys, and they are in Nairobi, working here and there, internships, looking for employment, just the normal way the other children of their age are doing. And then I come to work and work the whole day. If I have appointments, I attend them. And I normally leave the office most of the times around 6 or after 5:30, between 6 and 5:30 and 6 normally. About the car I drive, I love my first car I bought in 2012, Toyota Corolla. I love it. I also have other cars, but that is my best car. Yes, so even today, if you go to the car park, you will find it there. I came with it this morning.
It has sentimental value.
Yes. And of course, I'm a CPA. After I went to Kimathi, I continued with my studies. In CPAs, you don't say graduate, but I'm a certified public accountant. And I also I'm a graduate of KCA University with a BCom majoring in finance. Number one, even as I talk about my style of leadership, I want to really recognize the support that I get from the board. As a CEO, you cannot manage an institution without a good working rapport with the board of directors. And so that one is key. And in Mentor SACCO, I can say I cannot have, as at now, I have no single complaint about the relationship between myself and the board. And I believe this is why we have been able to have this kind of growth, because we sit down together and reason. There is no one who is the person who has all the ideas, and there is no one who doesn't have. So we value all the contributions of all of us as a team. So when we are with the board members, all of us are board members, including myself. So we work from one perspective. We correct each other, we learn, we unlearn, and move on. Then when it comes to the staff, I'm also a staff member. I am an employee. So when we are with the staff, I am also an employee, only that now I have the opportunity or the privilege of being the team leader. So we sit down with the heads of departments, for example. We discuss, we agree, we evaluate what we are doing, where we want to go. We come up with a plan together, and then we also sit down with other members of staff. Personally, I make sure that from time to time, although it may not be possible to sit with all the staff at the same time because of the nature of our work, and of course we are working from various points, sometimes we could have a virtual meeting. Other times we could have a physical one, so that we divide the staff in a way that a certain category of staff, based on the nature of work on a particular day, they can come, we sit here in the boardroom, or we can look for a central location, we go and sit and discuss and agree and see. We sit together, and we are not dictating, or it is not dictatorship. It is that conversation, so that I understand what you feel Mentor should do that is not doing, or what it is doing that should not be done. And then, of course, because of them being on the ground more with the members, they also give us feedback on maybe the complaints the members are having. There's this thing that we feel if it is done this way, it would work better. They also are able to get information from the members in terms of maybe there is a meeting somewhere that is going to be attended by blah, blah, blah. There's a school that needs this. Yeah, there's an institution, maybe they are chiefs. By the way, we have almost all the chiefs in Murang'a County are our members. And also the employees of the county government, more than 70% of the employees in the county government are members of Mentor SACCO. So we sit together, and we have made it our objective to ensure that we make Mentor SACCO a household name, first of all in Murang'a County, before we go out there. So I believe it is a conversation. We normally have conversations. We listen to each other. I listen more to them, and of course come up with a decision. Of course, you have to have one decision that is common, because it doesn't mean that you have this view, he has his, the other person has his. We bring them together and try to tailor them so that at least they suit our members. Remember, I told you, anything we do has to be in alignment with what our members need, because they will determine our growth, our future, our tomorrow. Okay, I think the key milestone is the growth of our membership. Number 2 is the growth of our own book. Remember, Mentor SACCO does not have any other business. We don't do any other business apart from lending money to our members. So the growth of our own book has really helped in the growth of this institution, and this also extends to the asset base of the SACCO. Then this building that we are hosted or we are residing in is owned by Mentor SACCO 100%. And of course, courtesy of our members. You see, and it is not a small building. It is a landmark in Murang'a County. And so it also increases our pride. Yeah, it shouts our presence. When you are approaching Murang'a town, you definitely have to see it from whichever direction you are coming from. So this is also a key achievement for the SACCO to own such a building. Then what else? Our staff. Without our staff, we cannot achieve this. We are saying that we have our staff distributed all over. And so, despite me being the CEO, I cannot be able to do the work that is supposed to be done in this SACCO alone. So there has been a lot of teamwork by the staff, a lot of support from the heads of departments, and all levels and all cadre of staff have really had a lot of support. They own this institution in a big way, and this has, I can count it as a key contributor to the growth of the SACCO. Mentor SACCO is one of the institutions that can pride in having a very low staff turnover. Maybe that is why I've also been here for all that time. We have very many. By the way, we have around 5 members of staff who I found here and are still here. Yes. Yeah. So you can see we don't have a very high turnover. That continuity of service also has contributed to our members also feeling at home, because they even if a staff is transferred from one branch to the other, you will find somebody who knew you while they were there, or at that time maybe you have taken like 5 years hawajakuona, and then you are taken to their branch and they will meet there and they feel ownership. So I believe that is also a key indicator or a key measure, or something that has brought us very far. Also, the relationship with our stakeholders is also key, because you cannot live in exclusion. You have to live within the environment that you are working in. That is our bankers, our suppliers, name them, and our cooperative director and the sub-county cooperatives, the Ministry of Education and the TSC department, and of course all departments. We said that we have members from almost all sectors. So we have relationships with Treasury, that is the pensions, because our retired teachers and other members of the government sectors, when they retire, they are paid their pension through Treasury. Almost all HR offices, they have been of great support to us, because you cannot live without them. Almost all the banks, I'm afraid to almost all the banks, even ones that are not in Murang'a, because at one time or another you interact with them. And so I can say this cordial relationship that we have had with everyone has led to all what we can see. And I believe looking forward, maybe beyond 50, one of the key items or things that I would look forward to is now automation, ensuring that Mentor SACCO is paperless, so that next time you don't find a paper on my desk, but I have a lot to do, because I can be able to do it online. And so I believe this is the way to go. And also a very key player that is silent and we don't necessarily interact with them very much is Safaricom. You see, all the transactions that we are seeing happen on mobile banking, we have been able to transact, or the members are able to transact them because of M-Pesa. You see, sometimes we forget this Yeah, we can't, without M-Pesa, we would not have talked about mobile banking. Actually, it was a great transformation for this country. And we have transactions in billions on mobile banking in Mentor SACCO. Yes. So it is a key player, a key facilitator, a key enabler of our business. And so I'm also hoping that we are also going to have a big transformation when we automate all our other services, so that we can use the online platforms to serve our members. So we have very many stakeholders. We may not be able to mention them by names, but I would want also to take this opportunity to thank them for the support that they have offered, because these days it is about partnership. If you don't partner, you may incur a lot of costs if you think that you will live by yourself. But through partnerships, you are able to improve on the efficiency and service delivery to the members when you ride on your partners' platforms.